So my name is Dominik. I'm originally from Poland. I'm 25 years old right now. I've been studying abroad for different programs for pretty much my entire study length. I started studying in the Netherlands, doing European studies in Maastricht. And then for my master, I did Erasmus Mundus in media, journalism, globalization. And the program was, the first year was in Denmark, in Aarhus, and the second year was in Swansea, Wales. And right now I work as a journalist back in Poland, but still with quite clear international outlook and international perspective.
Okay, great. Can you tell us how the Erasmus Mundus program works?
And the program works in a way that it combines programs from two universities. So you study the first year at one university, and then you go for the second year, which in my case was a specialism year, to another university in Europe. And also within the program, you can go for a scholarship abroad, somewhere outside Europe, which I did not. But it's an option open to quite a lot of people. And then in the end, you end up having a diploma from both universities, from, in my case, Denmark and Wales.
Okay. And what kind of activities were funded by the Erasmus Mundus program?
Basically the whole year, in my case in Denmark, was free of tuition fee. Then I have to think about it for a while now.
No, it's okay.
I'm not sure that there was that much of extra university activities funded by the Mundus. It was mostly the organization of the program. We still did have to pay tuition fee for the year in the UK, although we did receive a scholarship from the European Commission. However, the scholarship was not Erasmus Mundus specific. It was easy for students from Erasmus Mundus to get it, but it's also open for students from outside of the program, and also for people who have already received the scholarship for different reasons before. It was not available this time. So most of us got the scholarship, which was, as far as I remember, about 1,000 euros. But it was not an automated Erasmus Mundus fund.
Okay.
And also some people received scholarship for the whole program, but it was only few people from the whole program.
Okay. Who did you contact to have the opportunity to participate to the program? Who was the contact person?
So I learned about the program from a friend of mine who was interested in doing that, and then I contacted or applied directly with Aarhus University, with the Erasmus Mundus board in Aarhus, and the whole recruitment procedure happened through Aarhus. And the faculty of the Aarhus University were my main contact people for the organization of the program.
Okay. And according to you, why a student coming from Europe or from a third country should participate in Erasmus Mundus?
Well, I think for European students, it's a fantastic opportunity to just experience Europe first, and I think it's super important given the opportunities we have to study abroad, to see how different cultures work. It can be Erasmus Mundus, it can be other program. The advantage of Erasmus Mundus is that it's much more formalized than, for example, just normal Erasmus exchange. So we end up having an actual degree and experiencing the foreign university, the foreign culture, learning languages, meeting other people in much better way. For non-EU students, I can imagine it's this intercultural element is even more important, especially for people from outside Europe, from outside European Union. It's not that easy to come to Europe to study. So having a program like Erasmus Mundus, which facilitates it, I mean, it's still not that easy as for us, for European citizens, but program like that definitely helps them to come here. And I think it's, you know, when I had people from China or from Vietnam or from Brazil in our program, it's such an intercultural mingle that it definitely widens everyone's horizons.
Okay. And would you like to tell us something about your experience? I don't know, what were the moments you liked the most and the ones you liked the least during the whole Erasmus Mundus experience you had?
Well, I think the part that I liked the most was just meeting people from all over the world, meeting fantastic people, people who are mostly clearly committed on doing this narrow field of journalism, media studies, and doing that in a globalized world. So meeting people with very similar mindset than I had. Also, university-wise, it was interesting in the sense that some of the programs, some of the courses were very diverse. Were maybe different than I would have expected them to be in a traditional sense of program. So I would say definitely generally discovering new horizons, whether it was in personal terms or in academic terms. The thing that I liked the least was sometimes lacking organization because of the global scale, because of the cooperation with different universities. The program was sometimes a bit, especially the second year, there was sometimes lack of communication, lack of clear structure. So there were some organizational issues as well.
Okay, and apart from these less beautiful moments you had, did you meet some other difficulties during your experience? And if so, how did you overcome them?
I didn't have many difficulties. I've already studied abroad in English before. So for me, it was a continuation of the same thing that I was doing before. So I didn't have any problems when it comes to, language or cultural issues. I did have a bit of a problems with settling down in Denmark because it's quite a specific country and it's quite also bureaucratic. You have to deal with a lot of bureaucratic stuff in the beginning. But it wasn't anything that I would say was a major obstacle. I don't think there was anything that would be very difficult for me.
Okay. And a final question. What was the impact of this experience on your life?
Well, I think I'll start with the personal experience. I've just met a lot of really, really good friends who are both private friends and in the sense that I do talk with them in private life, but also think that quite a lot of those people will be very useful as a network of contacts for my future career, given how diverse geographically and career-wise they are. So you end up having a lot of friends in very different places that, well, it's fun to have those friends, but it's also useful to have those friends. And also in terms of just the degree, I think it just looks fantastically in your CV when you have this, and especially right now in Europe. But I guess it's the same outside Europe when you have this sort of international education. There's just a whole range of new opportunities open for you. You get to be completely fluent in English at least. You have much less problems with interacting with people from different cultures, from different languages. So I think it develops you in so many different ways.
Okay, Dominik, I think the information and your point of view will be really useful to other students who'd be interested in participating even to the new Erasmus Plus mobility actions. And I really thank you for your time.
It's okay. It was fun to talk to you.
And I wish you every success for the future.
Thank you very much and good luck with your project.
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.